Night vision helps both of them approach the herd of buffalo without being detected. This is not a good start. The buffalo are aware of the lion's presence, and while they cannot clearly distinguish the predators in the dark, they can certainly sense the anger of the protective males. The brothers' plan remains unchanged. Track the herd and capture the injured buffalo that is lagging behind. However, in the chaos, Mufasa suddenly attacks the wounded buffalo, but it cannot remain alone for long. The herd quickly returns. Scar, with determination, decides to handle the situation. He charges into the herd, driving them away to protect Mufasa. Mufasa knows he cannot hesitate. He needs to find an opportunity to attack the injured buffalo. Scar keeps the herd at bay, and then Mufasa lunges in. He bites into the prey's neck, but the strength of his bite is not enough to suffocate it. Time is running out, and the herd is getting closer. This is the first success for the brothers, but they cannot celebrate too soon. For nearby is an even greater threat than the buffalo, the hyenas. They have heard the call of the feast and are approaching in large numbers. Mufasa is too hungry to recognize the lurking danger, while Scar stands guard to protect his brother as Mufasa enjoys his meal. The situation becomes tense as other members of the hyena pack appear. They are challenging the strength of Mufasa and Scar with the motto, "Divide and conquer." Mufasa, with his kind nature, falls for their scheme, and now their escape route is blocked by dozens of jaws ready to attack. Nine hyenas surround Scar, and now both brothers face not only the risk of losing their prey, but also their lives. suddenly, the situation changes as a dominant force appears. The adult buffalo have returned to defend their territory. Mufasa and Scar are forced to retreat before their strength. Meanwhile, the injured buffalo they attacked has been taken away by stronger buffalo, the ones that hold sovereignty over this land. However, Mufasa is full of determination. He is hungry and wants to lead Scar back to the meal they had prepared. This is an incredibly risky decision, as these buffalo are 7 years old, at their peak strength, and ready to fight to defend their territory. And now the two brothers are facing living kings, symbols of power. The hyenas, even with their cunning nature, know not to trespass in this territory. The leader of the herd will mark his area to let every intruder know who the true master is here. Mufasa and Scar have ignored all warnings, and finally, the buffalo discover the presence of the two brothers. It is a public challenge, and the male buffalo is ready to fight to protect his kingdom. Scar steps back, while Mufasa does not hesitate, even though he knows the strength of the enemy. He accepts the challenge, but the retaliation is swift and brutal. As if that weren't enough, another male buffalo also wants revenge. Mufasa struggles to fight back but cannot. This is a lesson he will never forget for the rest of his life. After 16 hours, Mufasa finally recovers from the shock caused by his recklessness. That action could have destroyed both brothers. Scar remains on guard, wary of the return of the local lions. The poor outcome of the battle has diminished Mufasa's confidence and left him with emotional scars. He needs support from friends, and having a reliable ally in this situation is crucial. The uneven fight has left Mufasa with both physical and emotional wounds. Who do you think will help him overcome this challenge? Comment now and join Nature Moments to explore the story further. Chapter 3: The Final Pillars. At the age of 5, Fortune smiles upon the brothers. They discover that a small group of lions is watching them from across the river. This group consists of 3 lionesses who have recognized Mufasa and Scar's potential as possible mates. If combined with these lionesses, Scar and Mufasa could establish a territory and soon have a family of their own. Finally, the dream of a lion pride is no longer far off. By catching the scent from the females, the brothers know that they are in heat. With no other males in the area, the help of some pheromones will guide the interaction between them and the females. They will absorb the pheromones into their olfactory region, and for the first time in years, Mufasa feels hope instead of fear. Scar approaches one of the lionesses, and her reaction is very clear. During their courtship, the female assumes a submissive posture in preparation for mating. Next comes a long process where the lionesses mate continuously every 15 minutes for 4 days. Mufasa feels restless. He is too impulsive and wants to continue his lineage. Meanwhile, Scar and his partner choose a calmer approach. Patience is essential here, and perhaps Mufasa should learn from his younger brother. Ultimately, Scar's patience is rewarded. Through this act, he asserts his position in the wild. The bond between the females and the brothers creates a solid territory for the lion pride. Finally, Mufasa marks his territory, proudly declaring ownership of the entire surrounding land. As usual, the new day begins with a hunt, and everything has become easier with the addition of female warriors to the team. Mufasa leads the charge. The lion pride is now larger, and hunting buffalo has become more predictable. Everything starts off well as the females support each other to take down a cow. But Mufasa is not there. Scar, along with a lioness, manages to capture the prey, but without Mufasa, they cannot succeed. Scar worries about where Mufasa is. If he doesn't return in time, the herd will come back and ruin all their plans. Unable to wait any longer, Scar decides to take action first. But despite his best efforts, he cannot secure the buffalo. When the herd returns, Scar and the lioness must retreat. The hunt has failed, and now a disaster has occurred. Mufasa has been injured during the hunt. Injured, Mufasa becomes a burden for the pride. He cannot hunt or defend his territory. All his efforts may turn out to be in vain. But Mufasa is not alone in this fight. Scar is always ready to help, staying by his brother's side. Scar's presence has helped Mufasa recover somewhat. The crisis seems to have passed, thanks to the support from his brother. Scar is not just a comfort. If Mufasa receives encouragement from Scar, his strength will return, allowing him to recover in these tough times. Mufasa moves slowly, tension enveloping him as he faces the massive buffalo. But Scar takes action, landing a precise blow on the target. Now, without food, Mufasa struggles to recover. He needs to ensure that the buffalo cannot call for help, so he can enjoy his meal in peace. Both brothers feel excited as they think about the upcoming lunch. Scar clings tightly to the prey, not giving it a chance to escape, even though the buffalo is fighting back and he has a deep wound on his face. 10 minutes pass, and finally, the buffalo takes its last breath, leaving Scar to breathe a sigh of relief. This is a significant success for both brothers. Now they have their own territory, and the females in the pride will soon join them. And so the lion pride's struggle for survival continues. Whether facing failure or serious wounds, their team spirit and unity always help them overcome the harshest challenges of nature. Mufasa and Scar, with strength and determination, have proven that even in the darkest moments, hope can still blossom. Together, they will continue to defend their territory and build a strong future for the lion pride. Stay tuned for more thrilling and surprising stories in the wild world of nature with Nature Moments. See you soon.